Today, live from the rinks in Hart Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the Westchester University Golden Rams in an ECHL divisional matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. Andy Mignani here, along with Andy Seekoff and Trevor Mignani. We're ready for Game 2 of the two-game set between the Stony Brook Seawolves and Westchester University. Last night, the Seawolves came out with a 2-0 victory. Westchester Golden Rams gave the Seawolves all they could handle, though, including goaltender Mike Rice, who made numerous saves, including a highlight reel stop on Justin Lizardi. And Brian Bozer got the scoring started, finally got the Seawolves on the scoreboard midway through the first period after taking a lead pass and beating the Golden Ram defender. It was a really good play by Bozer, beating the Rice on the backhand or on the short side. There were no goals in the second period. In the third period, JT Hall scored on a turnaround slap shot that beat Rice over his shoulder. The Seawolves' discipline last night was not in check, as they took 3 minor penalties in the first period, which prompted Coach Carafolo to sit Captain JT Hall for the remaining time of that first period. The Seawolves took a couple more penalties in the game, as did Westchester, and the game really started to heat up. Hitting back and forth was getting pretty intense. So the Seawolves began to dominate Westchester in the third period, putting intense pressure on the Golden Rams, forcing Rice to make numerous saves. The Seawolves' JT Hall was able to capitalize on a loose puck in the low slot area with a turnaround slap shot that beat Rice, giving Stony Brook that 2-goal edge. With time winding down, the Golden Rams were unable to pull Rice due to the forechecking and neutral zone coverage that the Seawolves started to bring in that third period. Todd Scarola for the Seawolves stopped all of the Golden Ram shots and earned his second shutout of the year. And Andy, I think what we saw yesterday was maybe a little bit looking ahead on the schedule.
Yeah, we mentioned that yesterday during the game, that they have two very tough series coming up. Next weekend they go to Liberty, and then Adrian comes here. And Adrian's a very strong team this season, so maybe they were looking ahead a little bit and thinking, okay, Westchester's a team that's under 500. We got this. And Westchester gave them all they can handle, made the Seawolves really grind it out, and not really a game style that the Seawolves have had to play yet this season.
Yeah, and what's going to happen is, we had conversations with Coach Garofalo, and a little, not he was afraid, but he was just a little uncertain on how and what to expect, what that schedule is going to present as far as the challenges are concerned. Because first of all, you're going into Liberty, right? Liberty's got a brand new facility, brand new rink, seating 3,500 people supposedly, and Liberty hasn't won a game on home ice yet. I mean,
so they're looking for it.
But you got to see the teams Liberty has played. Liberty has played a lot of contending teams this year that are very high up in the rankings. So the Seawolves are going to walk into Liberty, and it's always like a lion den there. So they're going to have their first taste of a quality team next week. I think they were a little guilty last night, whether it was Halloween and whatever it was. They just didn't come out last night on all cylinders. They looked really good in the first 5, but from that moment on, they really had to work tremendously hard.
Yeah, for my one Halloween pun that I'm going to make and then I'm going to stop. They came out in costume last night, not like themselves. They looked like a team that just did not have the communication out there. It was a lot of fluky plays, a lot of physical play in the neutral zone, which the Seawolves can work with. They've proven that in the past. But yesterday, Westchester just really made them work for it, and they had to fight for every inch of ice.
A couple of changes in the Seawolves lineup today. O'Leary will be dressed as a forward today, and he'll be in the lineup. He is going to be taking the place of Bakari, who was in yesterday. Also on defense, Bishop will be back in. Richards played yesterday. He'll sit today, and Bishop is back in the lineup. More of the defensive core that's the Seawolves have been working with all year.
Yeah, and then tonight starting for the Seawolves will be Tyler Huberty, the freshman. And he'll be backed up by Derek Williams. Last night we saw Todd Scarola pitch his second shutout of the year. And now Huberty's going to get a chance to put an exclamation point on this series We'll see what the kid can do.
Right. So Huberty will get the start. He'll be backed up by Wilms. Hopefully with Wilms, as the backup, he won't have to come in, and the Seawolves will do their thing. Last night, Scarola got the shutout, and he played well. I mean, he stopped everything.
Yeah.
And there were some stops that he made that were close.
Yeah, and that really came in the second and the third period, because the first period he faced only 7 shots. In the second he only faced 4, but those were some high quality shots at good angles that he had to sprawl out and make a few big saves. The third period, that's when Westchester really started to come on, especially in the early part of the third period before the Seawolves started to dominate play and turn it back over into the Westchester zone.
Right. The Seawolves will start with, at least this is what we were told. It could change, of course. Anything can change. But we'll start with the Crockett line. Crockett will be centering Bozer on left wing, Osowski on right wing, Bishop on defense, lefty, and Miller on right D. Huberty will be in the net. For Westchester University, they will start with Whitaker at centering Oppenacker, and Ballones. On D will be Swall and Muncie. And back in net, good choice, will be Mike Rice.
Yeah, Rice played very well yesterday. He made 27 saves out of 29, and he looked really comfortable in the net, as he made a lot of sprawling saves, and every with the exception of the 2 plays, one being a breakout by Bozer and the other a turnaround by JT Hall.
Right. They'll also have number 14, Michael Perciccone, will be in the lineup for Westchester today. Our referees for the game, Brandon Bentes will be the ref. Ken McCutcheon is a linesman, and Ruben will be the second linesman. So that's what's going to happen for today. Those are the lineups for the starters. We're still 4 minutes before the warm-up ends, and then we'll have an ice cut. Getting a little bit of a late start today. And I don't know why we turned the clocks back, but we're getting a late start. Maybe we had to do some maintenance. Yeah, we had some. Okay, so we were being told that they had to work on the boards, and it took a little more time than they thought. So
and that's good, because that could always wind up being a safety issue. If the boards aren't where they need to be, someone can get really hurt. And then
Right. And this rink gets a lot of work, especially this particular rink in here. Yeah. So anyway, we are getting close to the end of the warm-up. Of course, we love to hear from you folks. If you want to send your comments in, that'd be great. You want to Twitter us in, that would be awesome. That's fine. AV Mags and
at Andy_Sukoff.
Okay. And that's how you can get a hold of us. And
now we got Wi-Fi in here, so we can actually read them.
And next week we're going to be. Stony Brook is going to be on the road next week. So
they'll be in Liberty.
They'll be in Liberty, and they're going to play 2 there, and then they're going to come back home, and they will have Davenport back here. That's going to be a very, very big weekend for the Seawolves. Last year we had ASU here. Yeah, it was a tremendous weekend. They split that weekend.
Yeah, they won the second game, which was really the bigger game, because the first game ASU came out and really dominated. The second game was all Stony Brook.
Right, and they and I think what happened was ASU went up 3-0 in that game, and the Stony Brook got a penalty shot from Kotkamp, which opened the floodgates, and that's when they won. I think they won 6-3 was the final of that game. So Davenport will come in. They're a big contender. Obviously, they're ranked very, very high up in the rankings. The Seawolves are going to try their best to put enough points on the board, scores on the board today to get their ranking up. The shutout yesterday probably wouldn't hurt, but to have the 7-goal differential today would be to their advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to score big and score often in the first period. They need to jump out to the 3-0, 4-0 lead by the end of the first period. They cannot have a game where they're only up 1-0 after the end of the first, or God forbid tied, because that's just going to give Westchester confidence. And this is a team that they've shown, and they showed it yesterday, with confidence, they can play with this Seawolves team.
They definitely can, and we'll watch a couple of players today. Dorf Schneider's one. We'll watch Davis. He's another one. They're the top scorers on that team. Defensively, they got Muncie. He carries the puck pretty well, and we'll keep an eye on him. Finnerty as well is another player. 6 team, keep an eye on him as well. So With that, we're going to take our break, and we'll be back for the start of the game. You're tuning in, you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Andy Mignani, Andy Seekoff, Trevor Mignani. We've got a couple camera guys up here from the Seawolves. We'd like to thank them for being here, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. So you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live, and we'll return. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Bignani along with Andy Seekoff, and we are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the game as the Ice Girls are on the ice making the rink announcements, and soon the two teams will be hitting the ice, Andy.
Yeah,
we were sitting out there and watching the Giants and Saints offensive fest. I think both teams left their defenses home.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of seeing the highlights of Marino against O'Brien in the 80s.
Yeah, it's tough to face two quarterbacks like that, though. I mean, they both can, Yeah,
they can both air it out. They both have receivers who can catch the ball, and while they both have some semblance of a running game, their passing game is obviously stronger.
Yeah. So anyway, we want to send shout-outs to Chris Joseph, who has made the Havoc team. And from what I understand, is doing quite well.
As he should be. He's a great player. He knows what he has to do on the ice.
Made it onto the PK already for the team, and had his first bout against a testy character, I heard. It's around 6+, 220, and held his own. So that's great news.
Absolutely.
And he might even be tuning in. And if you are, Chris, we say hello and wish you the best, along with your father, Hal, out there. I'm sure Hal's watching, so hello to you guys, and tweet us if you're out there and let us know what's going on. AV Mags and Andy_Sukoff. So teams are making their way out onto the ice. We're hoping today that looking forward to the Seawolves taking 2 from Westchester, but we'll see if they come out today with a little bit more gumption.
They have to. I mean, they cannot play like they did last night, because Westchester could wind up stealing one if they do.
Right. I mean, the goaltending, for the Seawolves is pretty good. Huberty's in today, but Wilms is backing him up in case if Plan A doesn't go as according to plan.
Right. And, Huberty, a freshman out there, Westchester may look to exploit that. Huberty comes in with an .842 save percentage so far this season.
Yeah, he had the one game where he let up 6, and that was against
a good Lebanon
Valley team. Yeah, so Lebanon Valley is ranked 10th, as we said.
And while Westchester isn't Lebanon Valley, we saw yesterday that they can put some shots on net and get the job done.
All right, we're going to kick it down to the PA announcer for the starting lineups. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the start of the game. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. As we get ready for the start of the game, the Seawolves will be starting the Crockett line.
We have a bit of a special puck drop tonight.
We have a special puck drop, so we'll take a time for that. JT Hall, captain for the Seawolves.
Dropping our first puck today is
Center
our
ice.
honorary Stony Brook team member, Alex Schuler. Let's get a warm welcome for Alex.
Alex Schuver is going to drop the puck. Davis,
First, they got to give him a puck.
James Davis for Westchester, and along with JT Hall, they'll drop the puck and give the puck back to the little kid. Great job.
Great job, Alex.
And Seawolves will start with Crockett centering Osowski and Bozer. On defense will be Bishop and Miller.
And this line yesterday was very instrumental in that first goal. Crockett's in the home run pass down to Bozer. Bozer coming up the near boards.
Good speed on this line.
Yeah, gets right into the slot and puts the backhand past Rice.
And Westchester will counter with Whitaker, Ballones, Appendecker, Swall, and Muncie on D. And we get ready to go here, folks. Sit back, relax, get a cold one. As the Stony Brook University Seawolves will take on Westchester University Golden Rams in Game 2 of the two-game set. And we're ready to go as Bendays gets ready to drop the puck. And we're off. Face-off won by the Golden Rams. Up the left wall. Coming in is Whitaker. Shot right on goal and a save by Ubity. Fast start for Westchester.
And Westchester wants to dictate the play early. We saw yesterday that they were able to get some chances on and try and keep Stony Brook on their heels. They can do that again today. It might frustrate the Seawolves and keep play in the zone.
All right, face off to the right of Ubity. Miller around the net to Bishop. Bishop just missed it, and now he'll get it, push it up to neutral zone. The puck did not get out. It's back in. Winds and fires. Ballones with the shot. Saved by Ubity. That's 2 in a row shots. Seawolves having some difficulty here.
Testing
Might want to be
early.
changing this line right away. This line seems to be a little flat foot starting out. Westchester changed their line right now.
Yesterday this line was used for speed. Now they might have to use them for something else because they need to get something different out there to work it out.
They have the number 1 line out there for Westchester. Puck through the neutral zone. Seawolves trying to dump in. And here comes Crockett, who's pushed off the puck. Center ice back to Bishop, who fires in. Seawolves have to touch up. Westchester not afraid to throw the body around either. They will do that. Fired back in by Miller from the center zone. Bozer in on the forecheck for the Seawolves. Back to Osowski. Osowski over skates. Crockett trying to keep it in. He hits his man Finnerty. Now through the neutral zone, picked up by Gilbert. He'll fire all the way in, just wide of Rice, and he'll gobble it up. Seawolves will go for a change.
That's a first real sustained opportunity for the Seals. They were able to get the puck deep in the zone. They didn't get any shots on goal, but they were able to at least cycle the puck around and keep Westchester out of their own zone.
Face off to the left of Rice. This is JT Hall out with Lizaldi and Underhill now. This is Gilbert, fires it. Deflecting attempt. Went wide. Picked up by Underhill. Underhill throws it to the net. Rice with the save. It's loose. Gobbles up the rebound. As Lizaldi could not get back to his rebound as he was checked off by Nyland. Good boxing out by Westchester, not allowing the rebound shot to get picked up by Lizaldi.
Smart play there as Lizaldi was charging in and couldn't get the stick on the puck.
Nyland, a much bigger player, but Lizaldi's shifty in stature. And that shot from the point from Shirting was sticked away by Rice. Back to the point to Gilbert. Gilbert back down low. Checked in the boards is Hall. Lizaldi in after it as well. Back behind the net, picked up by Driscoll. Driscoll trying to get it up the wall. And it gets pushed out of the zone. Into the neutral zone, back to Gilbert in the Stony Brook game. 18-17 left to go in the first period. No score. Frank Shirting through the neutral zone now with the puck. And he'll just backhand it all the way in as that line will all go up for a change. All 5 were changed. shot in by Westchester. It's sticked away by Ubity. Now it's off the stick of Kosha and it into the netting. A face-off will be inside the Stony Brook zone.
Nice.
Kasha had trouble handling that puck.
Yeah, Kasha, we've seen him do very well in terms of puck handling this season. And that one he wasn't able to get a handle on.
Seawolves out there with Satola, Colello, and we'll get the other forward in a second.
DeFeo.
Right. Colello with the puck now, trying to get it over to Satola. Blocked it away by Muncie. Back to the wall, back up to Cartwright. Throws a shot, deflected. Trying to get it to the net, never made it.
Yeah, DeFeo was sitting right there waiting for that deflection. He would have gotten a hold of that puck. He would have had an easy shot. As Rice had already made a commitment to stopping that puck, and it would just trickled through.
And this is Kasha with the puck. Crossover to Cartwright. Cartwright up to Colello. And they're going to call an icing. Colello did not touch it as it went past him.
Yeah, Colello looked like he was trying to get his skate out so he could just tip it and just miss it as it's going to send it all the way down.
Right. Face-off would be to the right of Ubity.
That's one of those plays that the Seawolves can't make. They have to keep the
stretch passes is some way they're going to beat Westchester. They beat them on a goal last night that way. They got to keep looking to stretch the pass to take the forecheck away.
You got to be looking more towards the
center ice.
Yeah, looking at
that shot right from the face-off. Tricky shot right off the draw, and Ubity was there for it. Back out to the neutral zone. What's happening is that they're coming in on that forecheck. It's coming in 1-2-2. It's leaving that spot open in the middle when they're deep in the zone. Otherwise, they trap in the neutral zone. It's Colello trying to get to it. That's why they had such difficulty getting through the neutral zone at times yesterday because... And
then we saw once they got into the defensive zone, they started playing 3 back. 2 in the corners, 1 in the slot, which really hindered the Seawolves' ability to get pucks moving.
DeFeo comes in and bail out Satola, who got dumped. Puck is not down, dumped low enough, and it's picked up by Westchester. Coming in on his Finnerty. Actually, not Finnerty, I apologize. That's Oppendacker. His pass is picked up by DeFeo, and now his pass is deflected back to him, but he's third time picked up by Gervasi, breaking in, and his shot is deflected. Nice play by Oppendacker, who seems to have his wheels today. He's flying out there.
Yeah, Oppendacker, we didn't really talk about him much yesterday. So he comes in here today, and he's making an impact early for the Golden Rams. And Gervasi had a good opportunity for a shot, but it was deflected.
The fourth line out there now for the Seawolves. That's Gervasi, Stemke, and O'Leary, who has the start today. And picked up by Gervasi. Why does he fire? Save! Rebound! And gloved by Rice as the clearing attempt was stolen by Gervasi. Walked in with the slap shot. Rebound was there. Rice does leave a fair amount of rebounds, and the Seawolves need to get in that crease.
Yeah, they need to be able to get those second and third chances. We saw Westchester get a couple of those second and third chances that Scrolla made the stop on, but that's something that the Seawolves have to convert on.
Heffernan sends it down low, back behind the net. Gervasi back to get it for the Seawolves. Stemke now gets in there, gets it down low, just out of the reach of O'Leary. Miller, it squirts on by Miller, picked up by Stemke, sends it back around to Heffernan. Heffernan controls, and now gets it up to O'Leary, who loses it on a poke check, and then it's checked off the puck. There's a shot right on with a Westchester player right in front of Ubity.
Davis right there. He kind of got out of the way as it was coming in. Dorfschneider took the shot from the midboards.
O'Leary a little slow on that reaction. Got his pocket picked, and then a nice turnover and a scoring opportunity there. All right, this is Walsh on the draw for Westchester against Crockett. Oh, right from the faceoff again. That's 2 in a row I've seen in this game. Well, yesterday we saw none of that, so maybe they saw something.
Yeah, Westchester being a little more aggressive off the faceoff, taking those shots. Yep. Maybe catching Stony Brook sleeping a little bit.
Yeah, Crockett's got his stick in a different angle now, so now that prevents that from happening. Hoisted out into the neutral zone. Puck is going to go all the way down for icing. That's what they're going to try to do today. They're going to try to catch the system of 5 that Westchester plays. They try to have all their players in below the blue line, the Stony Brook speed to try to hoist that puck out. That's what they're trying to do.
The Seawolves want to get that home run pass like we saw work yesterday. They just got to really stretch the ice to make that work.
Oh, that puck came right out front. And picked up by Bozer through the neutral zone. Comes Gilbert. Gilbert to Osaski. Osaski on the off wing. Bozer will now play the puck. He loses it. Now he picks it back up. Crockett battling with Bozer in the corner against Swall and Muncie. Coming away with it is Bozer. Back to the point to Sherding. Sherding sends a shot, and it was deflected. Then we got to the net.
Yeah, Zowski knocked it down with his own stick.
And that puck just ping-pongs out to the neutral zone. Gilbert back to Sherding. Sherding's going to walk in. Sends the puck off the wall and runs into Petricone and sent him flying.
It's a nice welcome into the game for Petricone. Gets knocked over by Frank Sherding.
Yep. Setting up on the forecheck is Westchester. Picking the puck up is Gilbert. And that's that opening in the neutral zone that's wide open. They've got Hall floating the blue line. Maybe perhaps just a little too deep. This is Lizaldi. Now he picks up by Bozer, who's still out there. Waiting to get Underhill on this line. Bozer going to the bench, and now Underhill will pop on. This will go all the way down into the Stony Brook zone. Waved off icing.
I was coming out of net, so Huberty smartly pushes the puck away so that Stony Brook can regroup.
Kasha makes the play with the puck up to the neutral zone. Tapped in by Underhill. And again, it's the Seawolves have to utilize that power, that speed to get through. Once they realize that the speed is what's going to get them through, they're going to open this game up.
Yeah, because right now they're being bogged down by Westchester's defense.
Right.
And if they can expand the ice,
it's
get one of those passes going,
right,
or just outwork them into the corners and into the center. That's gonna be big dividends later on.
Cartwright made a play on a shot on goal and a save. Right now, their shots on goal are very, very tight compared to the way they were yesterday. So Westchester's coming.
Yesterday, after the first period, the shot total was 9-7. And we're going to get a replay here. This is Sherding does the puck in and then runs into Petricone. Just lets him have it. So this faceoff is taken by the Seawolves. And it's going to be cleared out effectively by Kasha. So smart play there.
Yep. And, okay, so behind the net, controlling the puck is Cartwright. Up to Kalillo. Coming down left wing. Kalillo, cross-ice feed. Cross to a Satola. Satola trying to make a move. Getting it to... Seawolves have to figure out the defensive strategy for what Westchester's doing to them in their own zone. They have not figured it out. It's the second game. They need to figure it out. They got to get it worked out because they're getting in their zone and they're not able to make plays the way they would normally make plays. So they've done a good job with recruiting the Seawolves of how to defend against them in their zone.
Yeah, these are going to be where you make adjustments on the fly that come to work in the game.
Yep.
Because now you're seeing a different style. You have to regroup to that and find a new offensive strategy that works.
Good strategy by DeFeo to sit back and wait for that play to develop. He got the puck back into the zone. Could we get an update on that and how that happened? Okay. We're watching the New York Giants play. Oh, that shot was good. Got through. There it is. And that's the play that's going to break the back of Westchester because Rice does leave rebounds. And there you see it. The rebound came right out in the pass across to the open winger down low and buried it. And again, that's Satola, DeFeo, and Kalillo.
90 from 37 and 3.
So DeFeo and Kalillo get assists on that. And really great puck movement there by DeFeo. He could have opted for the shot right in the slot, but he went right as we're going to watch the replay here. There's a shot from Bishop. Kalillo controls, gets it out to DeFeo. DeFeo slides it over to Satola, who has an empty net, and puts it in.
Yeah. So Muncie back for Westchester. And now this puck is all the way down. It's a matter of who gets there first to beat the icing, and the Seawolves get there. Down to 11:20 left to go in the first period. The Seawolves up by the score of 1-0.
And we're gonna look at the goal one more time here. Here's the puck. When Bishop starts it, Colello controls. He takes the initial shot, posted out to DeFeo, and DeFeo just slides it across.
Yeah.
So a really great puck movement there by the Seawolves, getting it around and finding the open man in Satola.
And good play, good play by DeFeo not to take that shot there with bodies in the way, and seeing Satola right there on the end in a wide open net situation, and got him the puck. So Seawolves up 1-0, 8 shots to 6 so far. Game in this first period is a lot closer than it was yesterday, but let's see how the scores go. I don't think they've done that all year. All right, so face-off.
Gervaisi with a nice tie up there on Mango,
nice.
leaving the puck out.
And again, this is a battle. These teams are really, really battling out there. It's fourth line against the fourth line of the Golden Rams. Good job by Gervaisi getting whacked. Yeah, there's a lot of physical play going on out there right now. Gervaisi trying to make a move to get that puck deep. Picks it back up. Seawolves controlling play. They are controlling the puck, doing an excellent job. This is O'Leary now. And referees letting them play. There's a lot of physical play going on out there. Oh, rebound right on net. And Stemke got bombed in front of the net there by Muncie. Big hit on him, but he's up. And that was the most physical shift I've seen all weekend.
Yeah, that was a very strong shift on both ends, as the Seawolves got a lot of shots in on Rice there. The shots on now.
Osowski sends it to the net now. Rice kicks it to the corner. Coming down the wall is Gilbert pinching in. Bozer covered back for him. Good move by Bozer. Dumped in by the Golden Rams. Back to get it is Shirting. Shirting off the wall, trying to get Bozer. That seemed to play that worked last night through the neutral zone. Tapped up by Osowski. Now dumped back into Seawolves zone. We're down to 9:46 left to go in the first. The puck is high off the wall, but not out. Picked up by the Seawolves. Feed across to Bozer. Defended through. Seawolves not being able to get into the zone right now, as Osowski will just dump in, but he can't get the puck deep. They're trying to get off for a change. Now Gilbert will hold it. He'll get it over to Shirting. Bozer trying to tap it in. The puck will not go deep. Shirting having to go over to help out Gilbert. He'll take it all the way back, and the Seawolves will start to go for a change. As Bozer tries to dump it out, but at this point in time, you have to get the puck out now.
Yeah,
you got to get it out.
They got to clear the puck because this line has been out there a while. They need a change.
And there's a deflection almost on net, and you know by who.
And right now, if Hubert gets that puck, he would be wise to just sit on it, get that whistle.
All right, here it is. Bozer's going to take this and allow them to go for the line change. Bozer's got it on the stick and just keep it deep and go off for a change. Good move. As JT Hall's line starts to get on the ice now. Kasha back to get it for the Seawolves. And through the neutral zone comes Kasha with speed. Coming down left wing, making a move, taking it deep. Back behind the net, will forward all the way around, but it gets deflected out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Underhill. Back over to Cartwright, back to Underhill. Touch feed up to JT Hall. Lizaldi gets it in. Doing a good job in the neutral zone. And that's why the Bozer line, the Crockett, that line that was on before these.
That line could be
had a hard time.
That line could be a game-changing line though if they can get past this defense where they're pushing them, where Westchester's pushing them back.
Driscoll got a stick on the shot from Underhill.
We're gonna watch some of this physical play here, and this is something that Stony Brook can work with. They can go hit for hit with this team, and they've proven it that they can do it.
Watch what happens to O'Leary here on this particular play. There's fists, punches up in the head. No calls.
You get shoved down.
Really letting them play. So, I guess.
And that was something we didn't see yesterday. Yesterday, the refs were calling a little bit more ticky-tack calls. Today, they're gonna let him duke it out.
Yep. Cross-ice pass, shot on goal, saved by Uberty, and it gobbles up the rebound as Davis and Dorfschneider out there making a couple of nice plays, getting the puck to the net.
Yeah.
7:39 left to go in the first period. Seawolves up by the score of 1-0.
Both teams making some changes now.
Shots on goal all even up here at 9. Face off to the right of Huberty.
It'll be Satola against Dorfschneider. And Satola controls.
And that was right on goal.
Satola actually controlled it, but when he hit it back, he skipped over the stick and right onto Huberty.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to stop by the merchandise table.
Face off to the right of Huberty. We'll do it again.
Including sweatpants, long-sleeve tees, and much more.
What is it? And puck all the way down into the Westchester zone. Chasing down is DeFeo. Where are they at? They got it. Face off.
Good shot. Good shot there off the stick of Bishop as he was just sticked away by Rice. We're seeing the defensive units play a little bit more offensively. Yesterday we didn't really see it all that much. The defensive units were really opting for the pass, and that's something that they had to do today. They have to take shots because that slot's not going to be there. Those corners may not be there with the way Westchester plays defense. So the defensemen have to take those shots.
Seawolves got to put shots on the net, and they have to have two bodies in front of the net. The rebounds are there, and that's what you got to bang in. You got to get the dirty goals.
Yeah, those are the ones we always say it. Most goals are scored within 5 feet of the net, so that's what they have to do. Satola going to take this faceoff here for the Seawolves. He's 2 for 5 thus far in the game. And gets that one, too.
By the Seawolves back to Heffernan at the point. Heffernan sends it back down the half wall. Back to Heffernan at the point. He sent a shot to the net and a save by Rice. Heffernan steps up and loses it. Now it's a potential 2-on-1, but there was a little difficulty with the puck coming out of the zone. This is Zachney coming in, and he's squeezed off by Bishop. Bishop controls. Gets it up to Kalilo, coming down left wing. Kalilo navigates that neutral zone, gets it to DeFeo, and a nice pass back to Kalilo, trying to get it back to DeFeo. A little too fancy. Sometimes just get the shot off. And DeFeo will just tap it in, and they'll go for a line change.
That was a change they needed because that line had been out there for a considerable amount of time, but they had a decent shift out there. They got some shots on Rice and made him work.
Yep. Oppendecker taps that puck in the zone. Now it's banged all the way out to the neutral zone. Knocked down, and back in the Seawolves' end.
And on both ends, the puck movement has been a lot better this game than we saw yesterday. Yesterday, the puck was bouncing all over the place. Not a lot of fluid passes, a lot of misconnections, nothing really tape to tape. Today, we're seeing a lot more crisp passes and leading to better offensive opportunities.
Fourth line again out there. This is against the line that started for Westchester, which is not their first line, the second line. This is Gervaisi breaking in, coming to it, trying to split through the D, but between number 9 Driscoll and 25 Nyland, two big players.
He got sandwiched here as we're going to watch it.
Nyland 6'1", and
here,
Driscoll
here comes
6'1".
Gervaisi. He's trying to take on two at once, and he just gets sandwiched as he's coming into the slot. He had Stemke here. Stemke was driving alongside. If he sends a backhand pass over, there's nobody covering Stemke. He has an unimpeded shot at the goal.
That was the Pillars of Bethlehem there, okay? Trying to get through there.
Better than the walls of Jericho.
And now we have a potential 2-on-1. Oh, and a shot through a screen by Davis. Never made it to the net.
Deflected by Shirting.
Wide. And now this puck is coming out. I'll tell you right now, this game is getting really intense. It's starting to pick up. Stemke fires a shot and saved by Rice. It's really starting to pick up.
And with intensity, the Seawolves have to keep their heads on. They cannot take a bad penalty. That puck was played by a high stick.
Yeah, I think it went more off his elbow than it went off his stick, but I could be wrong there.
But like I was saying, they cannot lose their heads and take a penalty.
Right.
They need to stay level and keep 5 men on the ice at all times.
Or just equal the intensity. Bring the intensity level up without taking a penalty and push back on the intensity. And there could be a little bit of a size differential between these two teams. I think Westchester is a bigger team, size-wise. They definitely look at on the sheets. They do. Back to the point. Cartwright over to Kasha with a one-time shot that was blocked before it made it to the front of the net. This is Crockett.
Good move by both of them to circle the puck out.
Yep. Back into the Seawolves zone as Westchester goes for a change.
That
We've
line
got
is there for a considerable amount of
4:14 left
time.
to go. 4:15 to go in the first period here. Seawolves up by the count of 1-0. Got shooting Westchester now 15-9. Oh, that puck.
And this is a little different than what we saw yesterday. Yesterday the shot total was a little closer at the end of the first period.
Good play,
not
but
just
good
7.
defensive play by Cartwright. Unfortunately, Osowski was late getting out of the zone.
And Osowski, he was maybe by a hair because he was on his way out as Crockett was moving in, but it's just that it's a matter of inches on that. So we're gonna have a face-off just outside the zone with under 4 minutes to go. We're at 3:54 now, and Andy, the Seawolves have played a much better brand of hockey in this first period than they did yesterday. And that's what you want to see. If you're Coach Garofalo, you want to see them improving on what they did yesterday to have a better result.
And the Seawolves in. This is JT Hall with the puck back up to the point to Cartwright. And he loses it. It goes all the way down to the Seawolves zone. Coming to get it hard for Westchester is McMahon. But Huberty pops it over to Cartwright. Sends it up to the neutral zone to Lizaldi. Lizaldi coming down left wing. 3-on-2. He's got Hall and he's got Underhill, who just couldn't control the puck.
Underhill was trying to make a toe drag and just had it skip off his stick.
Oh, and Underhill just missed Walsh with a could have been a bleeding check off the wall to Underhill. And Underhill trying to get it. Lizaldi trying to get it too. It's puck's Petricone pinning that puck against the wall. Lizaldi gets it back out in front off of Rice's stick. And two players come together.
Yeah.
One Stony Brook player goes down really hard.
Yeah, he got taken down by, I think that was Nyland. And we're gonna look at the Westchester rush here after Underhill missed the deke. Here we have him coming through the center, and watch Underhill. Underhill they were going north in a southbound lane, and just getting out of the way was McMahon, as he'd probably still be seeing stars right now if Underhill would have connected with that hit.
Yeah, Underhill's gonna sit for 2 as well as Nyland. But those are the battles, and the battles in front of the net. You gotta battle hard. He pulls you down. You don't take a retaliation
25 black
penalty.
and 74 white are both getting offsetting minor penalties for rough. So we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock for both, and we're going to play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, all right?
So we hear they're going to play 4-on-4 as Nyland and Underhill go off. Nyland for Westchester, Stony Brook's Underhill going off for roughing. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And that's going to leave a lot of ice out there for both teams. And this is a good chance for the Seawolves to convert, as they have the speed advantage over Westchester. They can get those plays, get those odd man rushes, and put one up on the board. So we're going to see a fresh line out here. It looks like Hall's going to come on with Shirting, Gilbert, and Lizaldi. So actually they're going to keep that line out there. And it's going to be Davis. Yeah, they are not happy with each other. Yeah, they're not very happy with each other after that.
Face off, one by the Seawolves, back to Shirting. Winds, fires, deflected, and it did not get to the net. Hall sends it back down to Lizaldi, breaking in this Gilbert. Back up to the point to Shirting. Good play there to go back. Shot saved by Rice. A lot of rebounds. Seawolves got to get down into that zone in front of that net. Shirting got a bad pass from Lizaldi, not on the stick, as he was breaking in on a golden opportunity. Needed to put that right on the tape, and he got it to his backhand. Westchester through the neutral zone. This is Oppendecker. Saved by Huberty. Someone from the Seawolves was going for a change, and it left the wide open slot area.
Well, that's one of those things you got to be careful with.
DeFeo's pinned off the puck. Back behind the Seawolves net. Gilbert throws it back to DeFeo. And the Seawolves are going to start up. But now DeFeo is checked right away. He gets away from his check off the wall. Here comes Satola. Satola's in on a breakaway. Here's Satola. Oh, and a save by Rice. Sotolo just hung out a little bit too long as the defender for Westchester went down. And it looks like someone's milking the clock. Not in this game. Taking their time, right? Yeah. We're listening to the Giant game, and nice play, high stick. They waved it off. Should have been called, actually. Was a high stick. Stick around for the end of the first period as Andy Sukoff will have some words with the coach from the Stony Brook Seawolves, Chris Garofalo. Good defensive play there. This is Finnerty coming in. Throws a shot, and it's deflected into the netting. We're down to 1:17 left to go. And 16 seconds on the 4-on-4. Face will be in the Seawolves zone to the left of Ubity. And face off. And it's a battle. Nobody has possession yet. Keeps changing. Now it's picked up by the Seawolves. Back behind the net. This is Osowski. We'll send it across to Miller. Miller, as we're all even up. Bunsey being watched by Bozer. Coming in is Crockett. Back to the point to Miller. Hops over his stick. Picking that up. Oh, nice check by Bishop to just take out McMahon. Was going to be breaking in all alone. Seawolves still leading 1-0 as we're under a minute to go in the first. Bishop and Davis come together. Davis does get the puck deep. Miller pushes it wide. It's a 2-on-1 down low, but Bozer coming back to take out Walsh, who had a golden opportunity. Now Bozer doesn't have his stick. And he's just going to kick it to the corner. Picked up by Bishop. Bishop trying to send it up the wall. We're going to have a penalty here now as Walsh and Miller going at it. Walsh was pretty testy last night for Westchester.
And they're going to call him for holding here.
And I think he just drew a penalty. They're going to call it on Miller, I think.
No, looking like he's not very happy with that call. He's going to come off the ice.
Yeah. Got to be more disciplined here, especially this late in the period. Going to have a fresh sheet of ice for Westchester. Start of the second period. 8 seconds to go here in the first. Up. Tied it.
So when we get back from the intermission, Westchester is going to have 1 minute and 52 seconds of power play time with a fresh sheet of ice, like you said, Andy. So that's going to be a big advantage for them. The Seawolves defense is really going to have to step up and make sure that they don't convert.
All right, face-off. Right off the face-off, just shot wide. And Seawolves just trying to hang on to get out of this period as Westchester's come up. And there's a trip there. Bishop not called. Final shot, Uberty makes a blocker save. And so that's the end of the first period. The Stony Brook Seawolves have a 1-0 lead. They're out shooting Westchester 17-9. Again, Westchester playing a tough game. Checking Seabrook very tight. Going to kick it down to Andy Sukoff. He'll have Coach Chris Garofalo. Andy, take it away.
All right, Andy, I'm down here with Coach Garofalo. And Coach, after yesterday's game, I'm sure you made a few adjustments in your game preparation today.
Yeah, no, I mean, the adjustment is really just you can't take anybody lightly, and you just got to keep working hard every shift in and shift out. We also have to penetrate the front of the net. The goalie's he's a good goalie, so if he can't see it, he's not going to save it. It's the cardinal rule in hockey. We got to get traffic in front of him.
All right, and offensively, what do you think that can be done to penetrate through that Westchester defense?
More shots to the net, crashing the net. Simplify the hockey game. Don't worry about making the sweet pass or the perfect play. Just simplify. That's it.
Anything you're going to look to do differently in the second period?
Well, I got to stay out of the penalty box, right? I mean, we're starting shorthanded. Kill the next 2 minutes, and go back to work. That's it.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Andy, thanks very much, folks. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the second period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live as we are just getting ready for the start of the second period. We unfortunately got the bad news on the Giants, losing on a 51-yard field goal after a 15-yard face masking penalty on that punt return. So they shot themselves in the foot after scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter. And again, losing a game with a double-digit lead. Not a double-digit lead, but they were close to that game.
They were going tit for tat with New Orleans, and I got to give them credit, but then they fell behind, scored 21 unanswered points.
Listen, it's not easy playing in a dome, number one, and playing down there is like playing in an asylum.
Yeah, and then
the fans are nuts.
They had a stat on earlier. The Giants haven't won there since 1993. Phil Simms was still starting at quarterback. Lawrence Taylor was still on the team.
Right.
And now Giants analyst Howard Cross was still considered a young player.
Right. So, anyway, nice try, but go back to the drawing board next weekend.
Yeah, and if you bet on them, it was a push.
Right.
So that just nobody wins anyway in that game.
I wasn't counting on them winning that game this weekend anyway. So, all right, both teams are heading onto the ice as we're getting ready to start that second period. Seawolves out by the score of 1-0. They will have to defend a power play for another minute and 52.
And a stat I actually have here, I was keeping track during the game for the first period, the faceoff total. And I may be off by 1 or 2 from when I was down there, but what I have here, the Seawolves won 12 of 20 faceoffs in the first, highlighted by Matt Crockett winning 4 of 6 and JT Hall winning 3 of 3. So by comparison, Westchester won 8 of 20, with Whitaker winning 2 of 4 and Mango winning 2 of 6.
All right. Faceoff will be at center ice.
And this is a big period here for the Seawolves. We've seen multiple times in this season that they do not play well in the second period. They have to come out here strong in the second period. Yesterday, Westchester kind of got them a little frustrated, even with the Seawolves getting a couple power plays out of it. But the Seawolves just weren't able to get anything going in that second period yesterday.
Westchester will come out with Dorfschneider, Davis, and can't see who the other forward is, but with Seawolves will have Crockett, Gervaisi, Cartwright, and Heffron. The other was Finnerty is the other forward. So
their number one line is out there right now. They want to make an impact.
This is going to go all the way into the Seawolves zone. No icing here as Heffernan could not get to the puck. It could have been an icing call. Should have been an icing call because it was really out of his reach. But fresh ice, the puck travels fast. Back to the point to Muncy, down the half wall to Dorfschneider. Back to Muncy, over across to Swall, who can't control it. All the way back down into the Westchester zone.
Nice play by Gervaisi to get the clear and get the quick change.
Right. Seawolves need to definitely get a kill here. 1:10 left to go in the man advantage. Dorfschneider would have moved past Hall through the neutral zone, coming in with speed. He'll set up, back to the point. Over to Muncy. Muncy winds, fires, shot deflected.
It looked like it deflected off the stick of Finnerty,
yeah.
And then got to Huberty that way.
And Davis throws it back behind the wall and picked up by Dorfschneider. Dorfschneider takes it up to the blue line, being watched by Underhill. Back down to Finnerty, being watched by Heffernan. Cartwright was dumped in front. Now this puck is passed past Swall and out into the neutral zone. And back behind the net is Ballones as he's watched by Underhill. And Hall is right on him too. Muncy being watched by Underhill.
Now we're down under 15 seconds left on the penalty for Miller.
This goes off the stick. And good play there by Hall. Fired in offsides. Seawolves have Westchester a little off kilter on this penalty.
And that was nice, and it was a nice penalty kill by the Seawolves, really only allowing for one shot on goal by the Golden Rams.
Because we're all even up now. Bishop holding the puck up in the neutral zone, but coming through his Oppendecker. Goes all the way back to where Sherding will pick it up. Sherding trying to get out to the neutral zone. It was squeezed off the puck. Now, Bracing in is Kalilo, who's going to wave off the icing. Kalilo first to the puck. Now Satola gets it back to the point to DeFeo, who just fired back behind the net to Kalilo, back to Satola. Satola looking for DeFeo, but he was holding the point. Now Bishop is back. Throws a low shot. Oh, deflected off the goaltender into the post. Back to the point. Now this ricocheted off a Westchester player and fired out into the neutral zone.
Taking a lot of crazy bounces.
Yeah, a lot of bounces
this afternoon.
Dumped back in by Bishop. Just gets past Rice and back to get it to Satola. In for the forecheck. Satola back behind his DeFeo. DeFeo turns with the puck, tries to make a move and couldn't get it. Deflected out now to the neutral zone, and that's Walsh who gets by Bishop. And Seawolves back to defend, preventing any odd man rushes down low. DeFeo controls the puck, gets it into the neutral zone. Oh, into Satola's stick, one-on-one. Satola trying to get around his defender.
He's looking to get around Lachlan, but Lachlan just wisely pushes him off the puck and into the corner.
Yes.
Nice defensive play there by the Golden Rams and forces Stony Brook to regroup.
Kasha fires it in as the Seawolves go for a change. This Lachlan carrying the puck, dumps it all the way in. Picked up by Mango, and Mango's pass never got through. A shot through the neutral zone. This is Crockett. Crockett holds up, makes a pass to Osowski. Makes a nice move. Coming in on the backhander. Trying to get it around Rice. And Rice was able to hang on.
And Rice just stonewalled him at the post. He just put his glove down there
with
and
the puck
didn't let
now.
him get
Kasha shoots the puck. Oh, it just whistles wide. Kasha with that really hard wrist shot. Back out to the neutral zone to Cartwright. He'll just fire it back in. The Seawolves have to touch up.
And Westchester's going to make a change here. They got the long change this period.
Yes. Osowski with a nice play to keep that puck in with a stick. And the Seawolves now will pick it back up in the neutral zone. Coming back in with it is Crockett. Fires a low shot. Rebound. Oh, it's gloved down and almost put into the net by Bozer, yeah.
That wouldn't have counted because he would have
whacked
that into the net.
It would have been a no goal, but it was like a natural reaction to him to do that. So,
yeah, you got to give Bozer the credit for it because he was trying to knock that puck down and almost put it past Rice. Again, it wouldn't have counted, but it would have been. That's going to show you how they're getting further into the slot. They're getting into that crease area. So maybe they're finding those little holes
face
in the
off,
Westchester defense.
One by the Seawolves and back to Miller at the point. Take the shot and it's frozen on the side of the net by Rice. Down to 15-18 left to go in the second period. Seawolves still up by the score of 1-0, out shooting Westchester 21-10. Face off to the left of Rice on the draw for the Seawolves is Hall. Back to the point. He won it again to Miller. Miller fires it. Looking for the rebound. Oh, yes! And what a save by Rice.
Wow, what a save by Rice. As Underhill was calling for goal, and we need a replay of that because Rice just throws the glove up there and says to Underhill, no, thank you, you're not getting this.
Yeah, we have to watch the replay on this because it was really close. Here's the face-off.
We're going to watch it right from the beginning. Miller takes the initial shot.
It's going to hit Hall here. Oh, it hits the skate of
Hall, and now here comes Luzoldi and Underhill. Luzoldi was the one who looks like he tried to knock it in, and Rice just flashes some glove.
And I tell you, three for $1 there. JT Hall on the face-off draws. He's done a great job. They taking advantage. Yeah, they might have tried to put Kasha there because he's winning that face-off so clean. You want to get a good hard shot. Oh, and there's a rebound. Oh, and there's a score. And Westchester is on the board.
Nice play there by James Davis, their leading scorer. That's his 8th of the season. And he just grabs the puck, puts it back down. Huberty was out of position at the initial shot, so you're going to watch it here. Here comes Heffernan looking to clear the puck out. And it's going to get taken out by Westchester.
Comes up the wall.
It's going to be poked away, kept in at the point. Here's the shot. Huberty makes a save, and now here comes Davis. Grabs it, puts it down. Huberty's out of position. Yep. He has nothing he could do with that.
And that's taking advantage of a rebound. And that's what Westchester's done, and the Seawolves have not been able to do that with Rice and Westchester. So credit Westchester with having a good line matchup there, having their number one line out there against the Seawolves, who may have not have had their best pairings out there. Here's Westchester coming in again, and they score again. And now Westchester's flying right now, and the Seawolves are flat-foot.
And this might be where Coach Garofalo might want to call timeout here.
Yeah, and I think he's going to pull Huberty too. I just have a feeling it's not his fault, but the team is not working in front of him. right now, and
Should be
coaching staff is making some changes here as Westchester is skating hard. They've been bringing this game. The Seawolves have been surviving, but they need to step their game up. Yeah. Right now, the Seawolves trail by a goal. They were just not even in the game from the drop of the second period.
so now they've given up 2 goals in 10 seconds.
Well, they had a couple of good shifts in the zone, but they could not capitalize on
now that they've
on
given
the
up
opportunities.
Now that they've given up 2 goals in 10 seconds, they have to score the next one. They cannot go down 2, give up 3 unanswered, because that's going to make them very frustrated and make them start to press.
Westchester's going to be a very, very, they're going to be a very motivated team. The Seawolves have to step up the effort here because they're playing a team that's bringing a very grinding game, and it's very taxing. And you can't reach for pucks. You have to skate through pucks. Coming into Satola, and again, not seeing where he's dropping the puck off. There's nobody there. Now it's a 2-on-1. And Seawolves just got to get their composure together here. Find a way to get another one back. Start looking for each other. Lift your heads and see what's going on. DeFeo from Satola. DeFeo now in, and he gets poke-checked. The effort is really there for Westchester. They're really doing a good job.
Yeah, this team doesn't quit, and that's what you want to see. If you're Coach Swall, you want to see them not quitting. Nice play there. Nice hustle play.
Icing was waved off. Maybe not. We're going to have an elbow call.
There's a nice hustle play there by
as DeFeo's going right to the penalty box.
He knows it. And that's now the 3rd straight penalty. That actually it's really the 2nd penalty because the first 2 were coincidental minors. So DeFeo going off for elbowing. And this is not the position you want to be if you're Stony Brook. You need to slow it down right now and get things back into perspective. Coach Garofalo being a little angry on the bench, as he has every right to be with what has been happening here in the second period.
Face off to the right of Ubity as we're down to 13:17 to go in the second period. Stony Brook Seawolves trail for the first time this weekend, 2-1. Westchester with a shot and saved by Ubity as now the Seawolves are defending. They're on the PK. Westchester buzzing now. They're feeling really confident about their game, and they really like what's going on.
Good block there by
showing
Bozer.
it. Yeah, puck whizzes wide to the corner. And as long as Seawolves have to be on the PK, the benefit is to Westchester because they can just control the puck. And the Seawolves are not doing much on the shorthanded side. Oh, saved by Ubity there. Good save.
And there was a lot of net there. If he would have gotten some lift on the puck, Dorfschneider.
Good anticipation on his part. Oh, and
he nearly had another one.
And again, they're just missing the play. The guys are wide open in front of the net. Ubity with the save.
And now you're starting to see some tempers flare between the two teams.
Well, it's just pushing it out. That's all. So Ubity with a couple of good saves there and a couple of missed opportunities by Westchester on the doorstep.
Dorfschneider had a couple good chances there that he was unable to convert on, especially the one right here. As Stony Brook was setting up in a box, he was wide open in front and had a lot of net to shoot at near side. He was just didn't get enough of it. It couldn't get any lift on it, and Ubity was able to kick it away.
All right, face off to the right of Ubity, won by Westchester. Puck is loose, and a save into the corner. Controlled by Westchester, back out in front, and they're just really quick to the puck now. Yeah, now they're being the team to beat.
Yeah, they're peppering Ubity with shots. They're one step ahead of Stony Brook in every aspect of this period.
They got to try to get through this penalty kill without letting up another goal. Right now, the shots are 22-15, but Westchester's coming up now. Back to the point.
They're not quitting.
And this puck is knocked down. Lizaldi trying to make a play with it, coming through the neutral zone, but he's 1-on-3. He's got nobody with him. Now Hall shows up, and Lizaldi's just trying to keep the puck deep, take some time off the clock. Hall's there. He'll pick it up now, play all the way back into the Seawolves zone. Take some time off the clock. And good job by Hall here to just take time off the clock. And fired all the way down. Oh, almost had Lizaldi on a possible break. Down to the last 13 seconds. Boy, this penalty is taking a long time.
We're down to the last 10 seconds, though, so Stony Brook doing a good job in killing it.
And this puck is not going to get out. And we are all even up. Seawolves managed to just kill that one off after all the momentum that Westchester had.
That was a kill that the Seawolves needed to have. They needed to get that done.
J.T. Hall with an opportunity. Puck off his stick. Picked up by Colello. Turns real quick. Tries to get Hall back on side.
Hall couldn't get there. Hall slid across.
There's no problem. The problem that you can see it right now. It's obvious. Colello carrying that puck with his head down, not looking up and seeing what's up around him.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up. That's twofold. That's twofold. One, you can see where everybody else is on the ice, and two, that's a good way to get yourself killed out there.
This is what's happening, though. Their heads are down. They're not up. They're not seeing what's on the ice. You got to get their vision back. See what's out there. See who your playmakers are. Find them. This is Frank Sherding with the puck now. Back up to the point. This is Gilbert. Sends a low shot. Looking for the rebound from Colello. Not into the back. Behind the net. Battling hard is Underhill. Back out to the point to Gilbert. Gilbert off the stick. And now there's an opportunity for Westchester, but it skidded past the Westchester player. Picked up by Satola.
Good play
through
by
the neutral
Cuban
zone.
there.
Comes Satola with speed. Drops it off. Frank Sherding with the puck down low. We need Sherding to take the shot at the point. Back to Underhill. Back down to Satola. Finding Underhill breaking in, but too many Westchester players there. It should have just been a deflection.
Yeah, you had
versus
Cole,
trying to shoot.
There was.
We have an icing on the play.
But Underhill was trying to take on Cole, Mango, and Walsh. That is not an easy task for anybody, especially when you have Walsh out there who's 6'2", and looks like a giant among men out there.
Underhill was in a perfect position to take a deflection off the pass.
All he had to do, but he went
not
for
to
the full
take
shot.
Not to take a stick-handed move because he's going into four players.
Yeah, it's not going to work out. You gotta know sometimes that you gotta just take that quick play if you can get it, and not try to make that nice play.
This is Osowski with the puck. He throws it blindly to the middle of the ice. The Seawolves have to make smarter plays than that.
They do. They gotta
can't make plays like that.
They gotta keep their heads up and find that open man, because right now they're not doing it.
And now they make a full change, and you should already have somebody up at the blue line, and they're at their blue line.
See, this seems like
now here's a perfect opportunity. You have a defender who falls down, and you don't get possession of the puck.
Right now, this is seeming very reminiscent.
Here it is. Here's the play. Coming in is Crockett. Crockett missed. Oh, shot by Crockett was a save by Rice, and he got the rebound.
Couldn't get enough on that second chance.
By Kasha over the top of the net. Seawolves starting to bring some pressure. Oh, and there's a penalty going to happen here. Bozer got picked off by. Oh, and a one-timer by Crockett misses. I don't know what took so long for Ubity to get off the net. I mean, the referee's arm was up for 20 seconds.
Right, so we're going to watch a replay. Bozer able to draw this penalty here.
This is, right here.
Here's the play for Crockett. As that defenseman falls, Crockett gets a shot. He's one-on-one with Rice. And puts it on, gets the rebound, but can't get enough on it.
He was going 5-hole. It was open. He was going for it, but he might have just deked him one time and walked around him. He would have had an open net.
And this is a big power play here for the Seawolves. They need to get this done. With Nyland out of the box.
I mean, there's plenty of time left in this period and in the game, but they've got to capitalize. They haven't scored a goal since the early mark of the first period. All right. J.T. Hall on with Lizaldi and Underhill. And Lizaldi has control of the puck. Back to the point to Sherding. Sherding, low wrist shot. Pad save, and the rebound comes all the way out. And Nealon with the penalty for Westchester. Seawolves on a power play. Hall with the puck. Back to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright over to Sherding, back to Cartwright. Cartwright just throws it to the net and a pad save. Nobody in front of Rice.
Lizaldi wasn't there. He was just to the side waiting for the rebound.
Big shot by Sherding, and that just never made it to the net. Went wide outside of the zone. Cartwright couldn't hold it in. Picked up by Lizaldi. He'll dump all the way in and chase after it. Finnerty trying to bang it out, but Lizaldi kept it in. Loose puck. Lizaldi picks it up, goes to Underhill, fires it into net! Over the top of Rice! That's where you have to beat Rice up high, and he did.
That was a nice shot by Underhill. Hall was calling for the puck behind him, and that just rung off the top corners, both of them, into the net. We got to see that again. Yeah. Here's the good hustle play by Lizaldi in the corner, gets around, leaving it for Underhill. Underhill comes back out of the corner. He's going to come back in towards the slot and just flicks it right over the top of the net.
Rice cheated a little bit. He came off the post, and that opened it up for Underhill to fire it high over the top of the glove. Seawolves tie it up on a power play goal with 7:59 left to go in the second period. Let's see if this gives the Seawolves any life. Puck back down into the Seawolves zone. Miller to get it back for the Seawolves as he's being watched by the forechecker from Westchester. Westchester coming in tough with that forecheck again, not giving the Seawolves a chance to get out of the zone. And it's almost like it's too lackadaisical effort. They need to be moving their feet. Now they're out. This is Kalilo. Kalilo with the puck. He's pinned to the corner. Controlling the puck. Gets it back to Satola. Satola controls it. Now back to the point to Miller. Miller sends a wrist shot. Doesn't get through. Again, these shots from the points that are not getting through, the lanes are blocked. You have to look up and see. If you don't have the shot, throw it across to your defensive partner.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best play to do because you don't want to try to force a shot.
Sure.
Force a turnover.
Seawolves control. Shot by Kalilo. Blocked by Lachlan. Again, a lot of block shots, man. The Westchester team are blocking shots. It's like they're playing for the playoff lives. Back to Heffernan. Sends a wrist shot. And then saved by Rice to the corner. Puck comes back to Kalilo at the point at the low half board. They're battling down low. I can't see it. Yeah, picked up by Westchester as they come back out. 2-on-2. And they'll dump and change. Going hard is Oppendecker on Miller. Miller will just fire it across to Heffernan. Heffernan with the puck. Up the wall to Kalilo. Kalilo through the neutral zone will dump and they'll change. Seawolves, Gervaisi in on the forecheck. Pinned to the wall. Can't get to the puck. Back to get Stempy on the forecheck. Knocked down by O'Leary. Good play here by the Seawolves to keep the puck in as the fourth line is on the ice now. Back out to the neutral zone comes Westchester and dumped in on the Seawolves goaltender. Huberty, he'll hold.
Yeah, smart play there. And what, like you were saying about Westchester getting those plays, sometimes the teams the hardest to beat are the ones that are desperate and the ones with nothing to lose. This series, it's a positive for Westchester. They've kept the number 7 team in the nation in check for the most part. So this is a big boost in confidence for them.
Right, and the number 7 team in the nation won't be the number 17 in the nation after this weekend if they don't win by 5 or 6 goals.
Unless they score 7 more unanswered.
Yeah, and the chances of that against this team are slim to none. Give Westchester a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Coach Will Swall has done an excellent job with this team. There's not a tremendous amount of talent on this team, but you know what? There are good hockey players on this team.
They're making do with what they have, and they're matching up very well with the Stony Brook team in terms of speed and size.
They're making up for it in the size area, that's for sure, but they're making up for it in the grinding area as well. There's a loose puck there in front of the net. Oh, no puck did not go in.
Yeah, Huberty saw that puck trickling across the crease right before the...
Yeah.
But Huberty, smart play there, just jumps on top of that puck as it was trickling across. Davis was sitting in front, and also Finnerty was sitting in front, trying to knock that puck in. They were just whacking away.
Yeah.
And Huberty was sprawled out. He was out of position.
The net was off the moorings before anything went in, so...
Okay, we're going to watch that replay here. Here's the initial shot.
The referee was late getting in there.
Dorsnyder takes the initial night out the shot. Here comes Davis. Or actually, that's Finnerty right there.
Yeah. Seawolves caught a break on that one there. The Seawolves player fell into the net and knocked it off the mooring. Face-off won by the Seawolves. They dump it all the way into the Westchester zone, and now Westchester has possession. They'll come up through the neutral zone. This is Davis. Swall winds and shoots, saved by Ubity. And Swall sends Snow into Ubity's face, and he's going to go for 2 minutes. Unsportsmanlike penalty for Swall. Well, he's being told you need to go to the penalty box.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't really get the message at first.
Right, for icing the goalie. This will give the Seawolves a good opportunity here to take advantage now.
They need
really
to
not a
done.
discipline penalty to take. And the referee saw that all along because he made an abrupt stop and splashing the ice up into the goaltender's face. And that's not, they call that an unsportsmanlike penalty. So the Seawolves must take advantage of this right now.
Yes, they have to. They need this one done.
Because it's an uncharacteristic penalty by a team that's not taking many.
Yeah, this is a good chance to convert here. They can get that second power play goal.
Loose puck, rebound. Oh, it was a high shot by Schurting. It's knocked down by goalie. And now that shot deflects off the glove into the corner, picked up by Cartwright. They're getting that puck up to Schurting. They're getting let Schurting take the shot. Cartwright walks in, shoots, and a save by Rice. Trying to go high glove side. It seems to be maybe a trend.
So right now with that, this is a good chance here. Still in the offensive zone. Hole been winning a lot of his faceoffs. He's 8 of 10 so far, and he's taking it against Whitaker.
Yeah, and he's winning every time. And I would almost think that you might want to bring Schurting on that side of the ice. Underhill with another chance. Oh, off the crossbar.
And he knows he just missed that one.
Underhill's pushing the envelope. He's trying his best. He got that tying goal.
Yeah, and that was his 12th of the season. So he's looking for lucky 13 here, and he came about that close.
Down to 4:39 left to go in the second period. Stony Brook Seawolves and the Westchester University Golden Rams are tied 2-2. Underhill with the puck down low to Hall. Hall trying to get that puck out in front. Hall breaking is Underhill, and just Lizaldi not being able to get him the puck. Lizaldi controls. Back over to Cartwright, cross over to Schurting. Schurting down low, trying to get Lizaldi breaking to the net, but it was not on the tape. Underhill losing the puck in his feet. This line has now been out there a little bit long for the power play. They're down to 1 minute to go. Cartwright back over to Schurting. They're watching Schurting. Cartwright now will send it down low for the deflection. Loose puck. Lizaldi banging it. And Rice getting
Underhill,
it.
Hall, and Lizaldi all were on top of that puck. Rice was able to knock that puck away, and then the second and third chances from Lizaldi and Underhill, he was still there. We're going to watch it again. Here's the initial shot by Hall. Underhill gets the second one. Rice knocks it away, and there's Lizaldi just pokes it on.
Yeah, Underhill tried to bank it off the goalie.
Rice jumps right on top of it. So we're seeing a very similar shot total to last night, but now we're only in the second period. It's 29-18 in favor of the Seawolves.
Well, it's the power plays that are doing it, and right now they changed lines. This is Satola with DeFeo, Osaski, and Satola's just winning the draws too. So the Seawolves are controlling the puck primarily because they're winning the faceoffs. This is Kasha with the puck to Osaski. Cross-ice feed! Didn't get it all. Rebound, it's in the net! Satola! And with all the rebounds that Rice has left out there, the Seawolves are finally starting to take advantage.
Yeah,
and they banged that power play goal. Two power plays in a row.
That was one they needed. So we're going to look at the replay here. There's the initial feed from Gilbert. And now Satola just sitting there.
The feed was from Osaski to Gilbert. Gilbert took the fan on the shot, got a little bit of it, and then it floated to the net, bounced out, and then it got to Satola, who banged it in.
And for Satola, that's his second goal of the game.
Good to see Satola getting some goals. He's leading the team in scoring, but he's got lots of assists. Now he's getting some rewards with the goals, being in the right place at the right time. Good play by DeFeo, lifting the stick affinity to keep that puck in the zone. Picked up by the Seawolves, break it to the net. Oh, actually, DeFeo made a pass versus just taking the shot. Miller sends it to the net right on, and Rice will gobble it up.
So now we're starting to see some life out of the Seawolves here after getting that goal. So for Satola, that's his 5th of the season from Gilbert, his 4th assist, and Nisowski his 5th assist. So we're starting to see some good puck movement out there. from the Seawolves getting that done late here in the second period, and they need to have a lead going into the intermission.
All right, face-off will be to the left of Rice. Satola's still out there with his line, Miller and Heffernan on D. Miller trying to keep the puck in at the point. Squirts out into the neutral zone. Satola picks it up, and he'll just float it back in. Right on goal. Rice will push it to the side. And this puck will go all the way down. This will be icing on Westchester. 2:59 left to go in the second period. And the Seawolves are back on top by a goal. 2 power play goals in this period for the Seawolves.
Yeah, the first one from Underhill, and those happened about 4 minutes apart.
Second was by Satola. Face-off to the right of Rice. Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves, and he loses it to Westchester as they break out into the neutral zone. This is Mango trying to get it through Miller. Picked up by Osowski. Cross-ice feed. Coming down left wing with speed as Bozer fires it on goal and save. Bozer gets upended and still had possession of the puck on his stick. And this is where the Seawolves need to bring the speed at the end of the period, as Westchester's will be a little bit worn out because of all the penalty killing. Back to the point to Heffernan. Heffernan's got room. He makes a move, makes another move, then turns. Bozer with the shot. Rebound. Osowski. Oh, it's just skidded by.
Wow.
Osowski was going down, and he got the shot off. Heffernan with another shot goes wide. Picked up by Crockett as the Seawolves are buzzing here now. Skips over the stick of Osowski. Keeping it in is Crockett. Osowski over to Heffernan, fires, and he just shot wider, who got deflected deep.
Much better puck movement in this period by the Seawolves and getting a lot of quality chances, even if they're not putting them all in.
All right, no icing here. It's picked up by Heffernan, and he's got Seawolves all the way up the ice, but picked off by Westchester. Heffernan again back to get it for the Seawolves. They'll send it across and back up to Stemke. Skating is Crockett. Crockett pushing that puck forward. He's hooked down, but no call. Nice play by O'Leary here. Leary's going to be fresh. That whole fourth line is going to be fresh. They've been sitting out there for a little bit. Westchester fires in and saved by Ubity. Down to 1:15 to go in the second. Seawolves out shooting Westchester right now, 34-19.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch that rush here. Here's Osowski, and he just had to wrap it in, put a little English on that puck, and you just couldn't get enough on it.
Skidded by in the crease.
And I got an update from the Oco Coliseum. The Raiders are up 21-3 over the Jets.
Who never play well in the Raiders.
No.
Oh! Almost.
And what's worse, Geno Smith is in.
And why is the change in quarterback?
I don't know. We'll find out in the intermission.
That means somebody must have got hurt. Unless he had, maybe threw 3 interceptions for pickups, for touchdowns. All right, Seawolves through the neutral zone with speed. This is Bishop carrying the puck. Bishop, his shot is knocked down and deflected into the corner by McGinty. Back to the point. Shirting sends it down to Hall. Hall makes a spin move. Back behind the net to Lizaldi. Lizaldi looking for Hall. Tries to back it in off the goalie. A nice move there, but did not go in. Back to the point. Bishop will fire it all the way, trying to get it past Davis. He does. Back behind the net, picked up by Westchester. Come up to the point again. Bishop, nice play with the foot, keeps it in. Shirting trying to get Lizaldi for the tip. And out of the reach of his stick. All the way down into the Seawolves zone, picked up by Shirting. Change. Oh, Shirting had Lizaldi, and we're at the end of the period, so that's why Lizaldi wasn't moving. Okay, so at the end of 2, the Stony Brook Seawolves are up by the count of 3-2. Shots on goal through the 2 periods, 34 for the Seawolves, 21 for Westchester. We are going to take our break, and we'll be back for the start of the 3rd period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. We are moments away from the start of the third period. Andy, why don't you take us through some of the stats in that second period?
All right, well, the first one was both teams scored twice. Westchester scoring the first two. The first one from James Davis from Dorfschneider. And then 10 seconds later, Matt Bolognese scored on an unassisted goal, just like I said, or Manny Bolognese, 10 seconds later to make it 2-1 Westchester. Then it was about 7 minutes before Tyler Underhill evened it up on the power play from Justin Lazaldi. And then 4 minutes after that, again on the power play, Andrew Satola with his second goal of the game from Dalton Gilbert and Eddie Ozowski. So that was a 3:45 to go in the second. And the penalties that period, the first one taken by John DeFeo of Stony Brook for elbowing. And then the next two penalties were taken by Westchester. First it was Nyland for interference, and then Bill Swall for unsportsmanlike conduct.
And those two power play opportunities, the Seawolves capitalized on, obviously, and that to me could be the turnaround of the game.
Yeah, those are very big key turning points. Those two power play goals maybe even get them going forward, but they still have to play the third period of this game and not look too far past these next 20 minutes because Westchester's still coming out and they are still playing very aggressively.
Coach Garofalo's message in the locker room has got to be relentless, pedal down, don't stop, take nothing for granted, and all of the above as both teams are making it back on the ice. Coach Garofalo did not call a timeout. He did not change goalies. He stayed with what he had. And give him credit, the team responded when they needed to.
Yeah, they got, because midway through that second period, especially after they gave up the two goals, he was furious on the bench, and rightfully so. The team was not playing up to his expectations or their own, and so sometimes you gotta ruffle some feathers a little bit before you get to where you need to be.
It's that second period they always seem to stumble in.
Yeah, they can never play a very complete game. Like, it's always that second period that they have like a gap that they need to get over that. Something about the second period, I don't know if it's a psychological thing or a physical thing, but then the third period they usually come out.
I think it has to do with the length of the changes and that they're out there too long, extending their shifts, and they need to get off the ice, and that's where they get caught. All right, JT Hall will start. He'll center Underhill and Lazaldi going up against Westchester. That's Ballones, Whitaker, and Oppendacker. Seawolves controlling the puck, and down the ice goes Underhill, but he's back up. Maybe hit a wet spot. Oh, here's an opportunity for Westchester right away, and they score! A muff puck by Frank Sherding.
And that's not something you see very often. And then you have Whitaker sitting there, goes one-on-one with Huberty, and shoots the puck low, gets it in.
And again, this has to do with the diligence of Westchester and the non-diligence on the side of the Seawolves. Not protecting the puck in their own zone, not getting the puck out, and that's against JT Hall's line. Yeah, and Frank Sherding, one of that's their top line, and you just got to shake your head.
Yeah, you cannot let that happen. And now Westchester is going to have the momentum going forward as they scored that goal only 25 seconds into this period.
Yeah, and again, they're putting their sticks out in the passing lanes. They're knocking past. They're just playing the game the way the game is supposed to be played.
Yeah.
They're not feeling sorry for themselves. They're not hanging their heads because they might not have the speed that the Seawolves have or maybe the skill level, but they have the knack and they have the tenacity.
They have the grit that Seawolves cannot match.
And
right
just
now.
the hockey acumen, the sense of knowing where to put your stick in the passing lane, the anticipation of where they think the player's going to go. And, they've done a very good job at that.
They have. They've played very well, and they'll earn respect around the conference and the league for this series.
So Seawolves now find themselves in a tie game, and Westchester with some of the momentum here. Picked up by Bozer. Bozer down low to Osowski. Osowski makes a spin move, looking up the wall to Heffernan. Heffernan sends it back down to Osowski, trying to make a move, but he's outmatched there. And the puck is stripped away from him and dumped all the way in, and Westchester will go for a change. That was McGinty making the play on Osowski. Osowski, a smaller player, but if you put the two of them in a race, he's going to win it. It's just a matter of put yourself in a vulnerable position to get picked off.
And in a game like this, smaller players are going to get hit, and they have to know that.
Goes to the Satola. Winds, he fires a loose puck, and the rebound comes out in front and away from a Stony Brook player, right onto a stick of a Westchester player. And that's the way it's been most of the day here.
Yeah, Westchester doing a lot better stick-to-stick
And again,
wise.
now Kasha with a pin his man against the board up, and Seawolves carry up Kalilo through the neutral zone, leaving it for Satola. I mean, those shots they'll take all day long. Everything from the outside perimeter, nothing down the middle of the ice. They're just not coming through.
And that's what Westchester has been good at this entire series. They've been working the middle of the ice.
I think it's more like the Seawolves are taking the easy way out on these rushes, where instead of just trying to drive the net, they're sending shots from the perimeter, and there's nobody at the net. Even if there is a rebound, there's nobody there.
And
so Kalilo now drives to the net. And again, that's what you have to do. You got to drive to the net. You might draw a penalty.
and
we
have Antonio Bacari doing the filming for us here in the third period. And he
Cartwright winds and fires, but his shot is deflected to the corner.
And he was on the ice yesterday. He could probably attest to everything that we're talking about right now. Is he was out there and saw it.
Back to the point to Kasha. Winds, fires! Rebound all the way out. Kasha picks it up again.
Cartwright was pinching in, and Kasha just kind of cut him off.
Well, he had momentum going that way. We want Kasha to be shooting the puck if you're a Seawolf because he's got a heck of a shot. But now it's a 2-on-1, and Kasha comes back to make a good defensive
nice
play, but wide open. Somebody didn't pick up their man responsibility there in front of that net and that slot area.
And they're going to get called for a hand pass right now.
But again, this is the zone coverage.
It looks like Cartwright might have missed his guy there.
Broke down. Yeah, I know.
We're going to watch the replay here.
It's not Cartwright. It's that slot. The defenseman took the shot, so it's your forward that was not in position to cover the point.
As that shot came off the stick.
Satola will take the draw,
Petricone.
and he'll go up against Whitaker. All the way around the wall. Yeah, Petricone might be covering the defensive position, but it's still the forward's responsibility. Oh, what a nice little poke there by Kasha to get it past two defenders. Now, an ill-advised play there. Not open on that play. Kalilo will get it back down to Miller. Crossover to Bishop, banged in by Satola, and they'll go for a change. Seawolves in a tie game here, out-shooting Westchester by a fair margin. And now the puck in the neutral zone picked up by O'Leary. O'Leary skating in with Stemke. O'Leary will get the puck deep. Takes the hit down to Stemke. Pushes it over to Gervaisi, who pushed it back around the wall, but hits the netting and goes whistle, blow it down. Face-off will be in the Westchester. Oh, coming out into the neutral zone as it went off Gervaisi's stick.
So now we're about 3.5 minutes into the third period here, and Westchester's had the advantage early on here. They've been a step ahead of the Seawolves this period, and that's a testament to their skill set.
If you coach Swall, you have to be very happy with what you've seen here this weekend. It's absolutely, a breath of fresh air to see your team come in and play a team that's ranked so high in the rankings, and your team has come to compete and play well.
And this may be one of the first series we've had this year where the size disadvantage that the Seawolves really don't have is really coming to affect them, where they don't have those size guys that they did last season that could make their way through and get past those traps.
When you don't have a Brewster,
you don't have a Brewster, you don't have a Barbera, you don't have a Joseph.
You don't have those players. So you got to deal with what you have. But you got speed, and this is Lizaldi. He's in. If he keeps skating, shoots, and a pad save. Good play by Lizaldi to take that shot deceptively. Hall trying to get it to the net. Fires, and it just does not get through. Hall throws his head up in disgust. Not able to get that shot through. Fired on net. Huberty slows it down, but takes the whistle.
Smart play there, kind of get everything back to neutral. Let the team get a line change and kind of change things up here.
JT Hall talking to the official there. You probably thought that he might have gotten whacked on that play as he was going to the net. There is a lot of stick work going on.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stick work all game, and it's really been focused on him. He is the focus point of the Westchester defense.
And
they know he's their best
Walsh
playmaker.
did the same thing again, took that shot to get it to the net, and Zaldi pinned on the wall. Zaldi skates it, but he's 1-on-4. Now here comes Hall.
This might be one he has to wait
it up
and dumping it down. It was the smart play, waiting for Hall, waiting for Underhill because you don't want to try to take on 4 at once because
they're getting to the end of the shift. Hall comes down. Hall got it to Lizaldi, but Lizaldi was not really in a position to get a shot off. Hall. And they're getting to the end of the shift as well, so they're going to have to get off soon. Hall tries to knock it down with his glove. Will Heffernan keep it in? No, he was in between. And the Westchester player was unable to get a shot off. And this puck is hoisted up in the air. It's going to be a no icing here.
They're going to say Osowski got enough on it.
McGinty back to get Osowski on him. And Osowski does a nice job checking McGinty. Puck is loose. Bozer.
Very nice board pin there.
Coming to get it in Shirting. Shirting sends it back behind the net. And trying to get it back out was Osowski, who was just leveled out in front. Shirting just whips a pass, trying to get it to somebody in front. Seawolves trying to bring some kind of energy here. It's getting late in the period, not late, but getting close to the halfway point of the period. And Seawolves could turn this around right now. Osowski makes a nice move around his man. He's got 3 on 3. He's got a Krell coming in as Cartwright, whose shot is blocked. And, just off the pass. But here comes Whitaker, who scored the last goal. Whitaker again coming in. And 2 defensemen for the Seawolves make the play. Fired up the wall. Bozer trying to get it out. And it's tapped across. Crockett will get there, but just barely. Picked up by Bozer. Bozer trying to make a move back to Satola. Satola's around, finding Bozer. Bozer with the backhander, and it was right in the pads. Kept in by the Seawolves. Satola, nice pass. Kasha with the shot. The pressure is on right now.
And this has been their first sustained rush in this period.
The Seawolves have to keep this coming because this is what Westchester does. They run around. Oh, it's a goal! Kasha with the shot and in the net. He's got that hard wrist shot.
And
I thought the goaltender may
well.
have thought the whistle may have blown or something because he wasn't even ready.
That thing rung off the post, and you could hear that up here. Nice shot there by Kasha to make that happen and give the Seawolves back the lead here. We're going to watch again. Here's the initial rush.
Keep an eye on the goaltender here. Almost like he stops, like he doesn't see what's going on.
Yeah, he's watching. Here's the play. He makes the initial save. He thinks it goes up.
I think he might have been screened by the player in front of him, may have gotten in the way because he was playing glove side, and it came short side. Seawolves take that 1-goal lead again with 13:01 left to go. We'll take another look at it. We'll see if the Westchester player kind of screens him, gets in the way here. He kind of did it hit off his stick? No, it didn't.
No, it just rung off the post.
Rung off the post. It was a good shot by Kasha. And we got a player on the Westchester bench that's going to need some medical attention. So the trainer is there and going to get onto the bench. Face-off, center ice. Satola will take it for the Seawolves against Dorfschneider. Satola wins the draw. This game is not over yet, folks. Stick around. Satola comes in, makes a move, gets pushed off the puck. Now slashes back as Muncie defended him pretty well, and that puck is up in the netting. He's going to have to come down.
So for Kasha, that's going to be his.
He's leading the defenseman in goals and scoring.
He's actually, he's second on the team with 8 now.
Mm-hmm. And Dorfschneider and Satola extending some lancing blows. Feo fires it up into the rafters. They'll face off and be back in the Seawolves zone.
And that's one of those quirks you have here at the rinks. The overhangs are a little bit low, so you'll see pucks hit that quite often. And that's very typical in a lot of rinks like this, where they have the low overhangs just to hold on to the roof.
Yep. And you call them A-frames. All right, face-off won by Westchester in the Seawolves zone, controlled by Dorfschneider. Gets it to Finnerty. Finnerty back to Dorfschneider. And back up the wall, up to the point to Muncie. Makes a move, it loses it, and then gets it back. Oh boy, that could have been a 2-on-1 break for the Seawolves, and they were not able to capitalize on it. This is DeFeo coming all the way across, picks the puck up, getting through the neutral zone over to Satola. 2-on-2. Satola has a shot, and it Flex to the corner.
Satola looking for the hat trick here. He's getting more aggressive with his shooting, which is nice to see.
Finity with a shot over the top of the net, back behind the net. Bishop back there. Ooh, nice play as Walsh tried to get it past Kasha, but he couldn't. He had a man in front all alone. Nice feed. Kalilo coming in on left wing. One-on-one. Kalilo trying to make a move but loses possession of the puck. Back up to neutralize. Bishop with it and fires it back in. Seawolves hanging on to a one-goal lead. 11:30 left to go in the third period. And this is Underhill. Down the hall, back behind the net to Lazzali to Underhill, just past him. Picked up by Bishop, fires it to the net. And the shot was wide, but Underhill got a shot off the rebound. And
Underhill got the second opportunity, and Rice was just standing right there. As there was really no angle for Underhill to shoot at. But then again, I'll say that, and Underhill put one in that he really didn't have much of an angle on himself either. No, as we look up at the overhand, there was a puck hanging up there.
All right, Seawolves trying to keep that puck in.
Observation.
Good job by Miller. Miller did a good job keeping that into it. I didn't get deep enough because Osaski was there. Oh, that puck skids right by Ubity. Bozer trying to get it out too. Can't. And Westchester backs up immediately. See how they do it. 3 deep in the back. It's like a 2-3 trap. Once they get into the neutral zone.
That's what they did yesterday. And it worked out very well for them.
Miller's got to watch here. See the stick work? The stick work.
Yeah, the stick work of Westchester has been very excellent.
They're just relentless. They don't stop.
They poke the puck very well. They know where to have the stick position-wise. And they've caused a lot of turnovers because of it, causing the Seawolves to have a lot of giveaways.
Yep. Shirting at the point. Sends it back down the wall to Bozer. Cross-ice feed to Heffernan, but off the mark. Has to send it down to Crockett. Crockett's pass is blocked down and back out to Heffernan. Heffernan keeping it in, battling with 2 Westchester players and backed in by Crockett to Osaski behind the net. Osaski with the puck on his feet, now on his stick. Controlling play, makes a move, sends it across to Crockett, but he couldn't get the shot off. Back to Shirting, fires a rebound. Oh, deflected in front. Did not make it past him. He was in great position. Picked up by Osaski again. Throwing that backhander, but right into the body of a Westchester player. Heffernan now will back it out. Picked up by Crockett as the Seawolves will start to change. Bozer will dump in and they'll get off.
Nice move there by Bozer. Just dump it down so they can get the full change.
Got to stay fresh out there, especially because that's
now we're down midway through the period. Those minutes are going to go by very slowly if those lines are tired.
Nice play by Scalolo using his vigilance there to keep that puck from going any deeper. Shirting chasing in. Picked up by Satola. Satola back to Shirting. Shirting walks in, wrist shot.
And he had Heffernan
on the high slot area.
He had Heffernan at the far point looking for the shot.
Yeah, this is going to be an icing here. Oh, okay. So they did hit the A-frame. It's going to go back in their zone anyway.
From here, it didn't look like it hit anything. It looked like it.
So, face-off would be to the left of Rice. 8:33 left to go in the 8:53 to go in the third. Seawolves up by a count of 4-3, and out shooting Westchester right now 41-26. Face off to the right, to the left of Rice, and Seawolves trying to keep that puck in that Westchester zone, unable to do so. And Satola was trying to get down the ice as he was trying to get down the ice. Whitaker was trying to pin him to the wall. Didn't really like what they were doing there. But it's all the game within the game.
Yeah, as that puck was driven in offside, so we're gonna have to face out just outside the zone right now.
Face off just outside the Seawolves zone. Dolph Schneider on the draw against Hall. This is kind of the matchup you want to have out there. You want to have your best line against their best line. This is on goal, right on to Huberty's stick. Back out to the neutral zone, skating hard after Zazaldi, coming hard, trying to keep it in. Picked up by Hall. Hall makes it, tries to get around Laughlin, but Laughlin's foot got in the way.
And Davis was right behind him, giving a little bit of a back check. So you're seeing Westchester put two men on the puck carrier at all times, and they transition very well to get to the puck carrier as the puck moves around the perimeter for the Seawolves.
Got an offsides here. Face-off would be outside the Westchester zone. Down to 8:09 to go in the third. Seawolves up by 1 goal. It's been a very, very hard-fought 2 games.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
Oh, and there it is! The tic-tac-toe play works. As JT Hall was seeing that play go, beeline toward the goal and was there for that feed from Underhill and parked it. The Seawolves take a 2-goal lead.
And that was one they needed to get, as we're going to look at it again. Really great puck movement by Lizaldi and Underhill, finding Underhill through the center. So that's the puck movement you want to see from that first line. They broke through that trap. They broke through that 2-3 and made that play happen.
Yeah, and again, that was against their top line. So, I mean, if you're gonna break through, you'll break through on that line. That's a good thing. But I think they got the line out there now that they want against this line. This is more of their checking line. And Underhill's being Swall seems to be in a quandary today with Westchester. He's battling hard, but he's becoming very borderline taking penalties that I'm sure the coach doesn't want him to take.
No,
he already took one that he shouldn't have taken.
And
called again out in front. There they go again. Stony Brook now bringing it home, taking a 3-goal lead as now Westchester seems to be the one on their heels.
That should be Hall again getting that one.
Yep. So that line
we're gonna watch here. Puck comes out. Here comes Hall from Lozoli, and Hall just keeps battling it and gets
and
you notice
what's happening. Nobody's checking him. It's almost like Westchester took the pedal off their checking in front of their net, where they were just knocking Seawolves down like crazy. But now the Seawolves have a 3-goal lead with plenty of time here to really open this game up. I think we have a timeout, Westchester.
Yeah, Westchester taking the timeout there.
Coach Wall is talking to the team.
So now Hall scored 2 goals in the last 30 seconds, or 39 seconds.
He was a good, 2.
So right now we have 7:21 to go. So right now we're getting kind of a review of it for the officials. It's gonna. They're while we're in the timeout here, Stony Brook has played a lot better in the last 5 minutes or so, and that's what you wanted to see from the team this third period. Not letting themselves get too frustrated and far behind. Again, this is our recap. Next week, Stony Brook is on the road taking on Liberty before coming home in 2 weeks to face Adrian.
Face off center ice. Soski lost the glove. Miller fires it in, but they're offsides.
Yeah, Crockett was coming back and it was fired right into his chest. Oh, no choice but to call the offsides. So he's going to do it again from center ice.
Face off won by the Seawolves and popped into the Westchester zone. Crockett trying to keep it in. Fires it deep behind the net. Soski is back there. His pass bounced off the stick of Rice. Low shot deflected on goal and a save by Rice.
Nice play there by Rice to keep that one out of the net.
This will go all the way down. And will be an icing. 6:44 left to go in the third. The Seawolves up by 6-3.
And they scored 3 unanswered goals here in the third period. The first one by Frank Koch and the last 2 by JT Hall. So you have 2 guys right now with 2 goals in this game, in Hall and Satola. And that first line starting to make things happen here, with Lizaldi and Underhill starting to get it going.
Westchester still bringing it. Seawolves break out. Trying to get Bozer on that lead pass. And now back out to the neutral zone, picked up by Osaski. Oh, trying to get it to Bozer, but could not connect. Westchester goes for a change. The Seawolves pick the puck up in their end. Bozer gets it a little deeper, picked up by Davis. Davis throws it back up the wall, trying to catch the Seawolves D on a change, but picked up by Heffernan. Nice pass over to Stemke. Stemke picks up a low shot and makes the save.
Now we're seeing the Seawolves start to pick it up here in the third, kind of get things rolling here. That's what, if you're Coach Garofalo, while you may not be happy with the result of only winning by 2 or 3, you have to like the fact that they kind of kicked it into gear at the end of the game.
Yeah, they really needed to do something because they were just falling into that.
They looked like they were just kind of
going through the motions.
Yeah, kind of like when you're trying to start a car, nothing happens, and you're sitting in neutral and just like nothing's there.
I mean, they're putting the effort in, but the effort that Westchester was putting in was very, very good. I mean,
they were counteracting everything that Stony Brook was
good.
doing.
This is a good test for the Seawolves because they're going to face some teams that are going to do this to them.
Yeah, next week Liberty's a very physical team. They know how to play with the best. So that's going to be a very difficult game for them next week.
Nice play here by Satola coming in, shooting high off, trying to go glove side. And just shot it over the top of the net. Stemke back there. Heffernan sends it to Satola. Satola controls the puck. You watch by McGinty, and he gets knocked down. Heffernan just sends it back low. Good play. Keep the puck deep, and is what the Stony Brook team is trying to do right now. Kalilo controls the puck on the wall, trying to keep the puck deep. Not going back to the D. Keep it down below the goal line. Kalilo feeds it back to DeFeo. And DeFeo and Satola are back there, along with Lachlan. Now, Satola picks it up, throws a wrist shot right on goal. Glove down by
Rice has seen almost twice as many shots here in this game than he did yesterday. And he's still, despite giving up 6 goals, he's been up to the task. He's made a lot of saves he's had to make. And that's, if you're Westchester, you're happy with that, knowing that he's been playing very well, and he's not being intimidated by this matchup.
Now, Satola's played very well in this game. He's held his own out there. They've been physical on him.
Yeah, last night it was JT Hall they were targeting. Today it seems like it's Satola that they were going after, and Satola just says, "Come at me. I'm going to score 2 goals on you."
Right, and he's done a great job today. Picked up by Westchester. We're down to 3:53 left to go. This will go all the way down, but they're going to wave icing off. Kasha sets up behind the Stony Brook net, and we'll start out. Up to Feo, through the neutral zone to Satola, who this line seems like they've been out there for forever.
Yeah, or they've been doing a lot quicker shifts and they've been out there more often.
DeFeo goes that backhander, trying to find Satola on the backside. Back to Cartwright. Gosh, a one-timer, shot. Knocked down in front, never made it through.
Because this line out there, Colello, DeFeo, and Satola had been the strongest one to this point in the game. So perhaps they're being rewarded with extra ice time because of the fact that they've had a strong game out there.
Good job by Colello to get that puck all the way deep so they can make a full 5-man change. This is Mango. Puck will come all the way around Lizaldi. Lizaldi picks it up, and he'll headman a pass out through the neutral zone, but off the stick.
He was looking for Hall, and it skipped through center. Hall had some separation going, but he couldn't hang on to the puck.
Seawolves breaking out through the neutral zone. Comes Hall with speed, makes a nice move. Coming wide, trying to get it to Lizaldi, but Lizaldi was not waiting for the pass. Now we got 3 forwards stuck deep and 3-on-2 coming in on the Seawolves. We had a player offside by a mile and no call. Walsh was already there yesterday and no call on the offsides. Off the stick of Underhill and over the stick of Hall, as the ice is really starting to get chewed up right now, as it did yesterday in the third period here.
Yeah, yesterday we saw Stony Brook really, especially in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, Underhill had Lizaldi all alone at the corner of the net, and he chose to fire a slap shot. All he had to do was get it to Lizaldi. It would have been a tap-in. Oh, the shot just hits the outside of the net. Huberty hasn't really been tested lately. Fired on goal. Saved by Huberty. Rebound out there. Another rebound. Another save by Huberty. Coming up big.
Huberty coming up with a strong finish here.
He has not seen a lot of action.
No, but he's made 25 saves thus far. You know, coming into this period, he's only seen about 6 shots this period.
Right. Staying mentally sharp.
And that's difficult for goalies. If they're not seeing shots, they'll get unfocused sometimes. And we've seen that from a lot of goalies in every level.
Yep. Back to the point. This is Sherding. Winds and fires. And it hit Bozer's skates. Never got through. Back to the neutral zone. Heffernan knocks it down and fires all the way back in. Cross corner. Seawolves doing a great job with under a minute left to go now in the game. Sherding does a great job in the neutral zone, knocking that puck down.
And Sherding kind of gave Cole a little bit of or actually that was Davids, he kind of spun him into the ice.
Heffernan over to Sherding. Sherding off the wall, trying to get to Crockett. Crockett up to DeFeo. Actually, Osaski. Osaski makes a spin move, controls the puck, and pinned to the wall by 2 Westchester players. And Bozer come over to help, and he got dumped. Finnerty with a shot that never gets through. And Heffernan picks it up. Bozer sends it back down to Frank Sherding. We're down to the last 16 to go. And he'll fire high through the neutral zone as Osaski will beat the icing call. Picking the puck up is Dorfschneider. He'll just hold it here, and he'll just take it back. And the Seawolves will successfully have taken 2 from Westchester. They win the second one 6-3 after winning yesterday's game 2-0. Shots through the game, 44 for the Seawolves, 28 for Westchester Golden Rams. And the Seawolves will hit the road next week, and they will go down to Liberty. And they'll be back in 2 weeks to face Davenport here. Folks, if you want to watch a real good hockey game, tune in 2 weeks. You're going to see 2 teams that are ranked high in the rankings going at it. And then also Adrian.
They're going to play Adrian when they come home.
Right, Adrian they're playing. I'm sorry, not Davenport. Adrian. But you can go to the Stony Brook Facebook page to catch the live stream of the game next week against Liberty as well. So on behalf of Trevor and on behalf of Andy Sukoff and myself, we wish you all a very good weekend, and thank you for tuning in to watch the Seawolves Hockey Live.